Thanks for being here with me for practice today, and we got some really juicy hip movements for you today. Nothing too athletic or strenuous. This is more of a kind of like a moving restorative for your hips. So I really hope you guys like it. I just did a class with another teacher just like this, so I wanted to bring in some elements and add a couple of my own. And I really hope you guys enjoy it. Really juicy, just deep into the hips, feels great. So if you want, come here. We're gonna start in child's pose. So bring your knees out wide, big toes to touch, arms out front, and slowly lower your forehead down to the ground. Really feel a nice stretch up underneath the armpits, right along the outer edge. If you need to, fingers out wide, palms flat on the ground. And as you breathe, take a big deep breath in, feel the back, lower back, upper middle back, chest expand. And as you exhale, feel yourself sink into the ground. One more with the big, deep cleansing breath, mouth open. Inhale. Feel yourself stretch as you inhale, slight pause at the top. Exhale. Feel yourself breathe into the hips, sink down into the ground. Now we're going to start with our Ujjayi breathing. So tongue to the roof of the mouth, mouth closed. Inhale. Big, deep, even inhale. Exhale. Feel yourself melt down to the ground. Now we're going to walk our hands out to the right hand side. So the left hand will meet the right. Reach up towards the right top corner of your mat. Inhale, feel a really big stretch in your left side body, ribs, all the way down to like the top of your hip. Exhale, sink into the ground. Big deep inhale. If you need a little more room in your hips, you can let your knees splay out a little bit wider. Exhale. One more. Really feel the inhale start to fan the ribs open, stretch into the underarm, armpit. Exhale. The bottom of your exhale, come back into the center. Little reset here. Inhale. And on your exhale, start to walk the hands out to the left hand side. So left hand comes out, right arm to meet it, forehead to the ground. Big inhale, feel the chest expand all through the right hand side. Exhale. Another good stretch here. Inhale. Feel the left rib start to press into the left thigh. And it starts to open your right hand side. Really feel a nice stretch in the lower ribs, almost onto the lower top of the lower back, up through the armpit. Exhale. One more. One more here. Big inhale. Really feel the right body expand. Exhale. The bottom of the exhale, just slowly move into center. And on your inhale, come up to all fours. shoulders underneath the wrists. We're gonna do a few cat cows, and then we're gonna play with a little bit of circular movement. So inhale, drop the belly, tailbone up, chest forward. Exhale, round the back, press into the base of the palms. Nice big stretch along the shoulder blades, rounded. Inhale, belly drops, chin up. Exhale, engage the lower core, round the back. Inhale, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, bend at the hips, tuck the tailbone, round the back. Feel a nice stretch. You can kind of lean forward a little bit or lean back, get a little bit of stretch. Kind of either up into the shoulders if you lean forward, a little more into the lower middle back when you lean back. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Nice, even, smooth breathing between the movements. Again, you can lean forward just a little bit, put pressure on the ribs, on the wrists, stretch the neck, and then if you go to lean slightly back, still kind of keeping that rounding, you'll feel a stretch right along the center of the middle of the back, a little bit lower than center. Inhale, cat. Exhale. Now we're going to do some circles. So we're going to come to the right, and as we're going to push into the base of the palms, around the back, and move over to the left side. Come back through center. So it's kind of like not quite as deep as the cat or cow, because we're not picking our chin up, but just do some circular movements. If something else feels good to you, you can take it. Maybe you want to, kind of switch from side to side, stay up, or switch from side to side and go down. Just kind of moving through. You can feel the hips move. I like the rounding. A few more times and then we'll switch directions. Inhale as you go down, exhale as you come around the top of the curve. Inhale, exhale. One more. Now we're going to switch directions. So on this left side, same kind of deal. Push up through the palms, round, sink the belly, come down. Try to see if you can feel yourself get into the hips, and then when you raise the tailbone up as you come across, and as you go up and around, you tuck the tailbone. And that's what's given us our little bit of lift, or lack of it. It's just really just that movement of the tailbone going up and down. If you want to get more extended, go ahead and do so. If you want to just try going back and forth, go low. That's where almost kind of more like a snake, where you start to kind of move the front. You can go low, you can go high. And just a couple more times. Come back to neutral, ease back into your child's pose, stay up just a little bit, and we're going to roll through. So tuck the chin to the chest, kind of like a lazy up dog or a cobra, but not really bending too down into our lower back. Exhale, come back. Inhale, round forward, just like a little wave. Lazy up dog. Exhale to come back. Inhale, roll through. Lazy up dog. Don't be too hard on the knees. See if you kind of press up just a little bit to the top of the toes if you need to get off of them. Exhale, roll back. And our final one, we're going to roll through, plant the toes, press back to downward facing dog. Now here we're gonna really start to feel ourselves. So nice good press into the base of the palms and the ball mounds of the feet. If you want, inhale up, stretch the feet up high, heels high. Exhale, lower them down to the ground. Feel a nice stretch in the calf. You can do one more inhale up. Exhale, stretch the heel bones down to the earth. One more, rise up. High up onto the ball mound of the feet and the big toe. Really feel a good press in. Exhale, heel bones to the earth. Roll forward to a high plank. Now turn your feet to the right. Bend both knees and bring the right heel up. And feel a really nice stretch. And get a nice good stretch in your left side body. You can feel you'll feel more pressure in the right arm than the left, and you can kind of move it if you need to by just bending the left knee a little bit more or pressing into the left palm. You can extend the left knee, bend, extend, bend, turn back to center, down dog. Shift forward to high plank, turn the heels out to the left. Left heel stays up high, bend the right knee, and again feel that nice stretch right in the lower, outside of the lower back and through the ribs. You'll feel more pressure pressing into the left palm. If you need to ease up it just a little bit, you can even shift to center a little bit, put a little more weight in the right palm. Or if you want, you can start to extend the right knee, push yourself back, try to push the left hip back too so you're not actually no, it's the right hip. Press the right hip back. Extend the right knee straight just a little bit, bend. Extend straight, twist up high, come back through center, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward. Now we're going to go into the right, twist the heels to the right again, bend both legs, look forward, and if you want, inhale, rise up to like a high side plank. Kind of lean back even just a little if you want. Exhale, hands slowly to the ground. Roll back through down dog. Now again we're going to turn our heels to the left. Left heel stays up a little bit. Bend both knees. And then we're going to shift through. Inhale up, right arm high. For our side plank. Exhale. Hands back down. One more time. Shift forward to high plank. Turn the heels to the right. Bend both knees. And as you extend the left leg, the left arm comes up. Exhale. Lean arm over the left ear. Nice big stretch. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, plant the palms. Spin around. Downward facing dog. Now we're going to turn our heels to the left. Bend both knees. Look forward, and as you extend the right leg, the right arm comes up for a modified side plank. Exhale, let the arm shift off over the right ear, pointing forward. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, come back through, down dog. Here, if you need to, her wrist should be good, but if you need to get up off the wrists and shake them around a little bit, you can. That can be a really strong way to start our practice. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Always do what really you know is feeling good for you. And again, we're gonna inhale our right leg high. Exhale, step through. Low lunge, low crescent, put the left knee down. Inhale, arms high. Now we don't want to be leaning too far forward or too far back, just kind of right in this place where you feel like your body, your energy getting pulled up like a candle. If you want to put the arms together, a little bit of a point, lean back, you can. Keep your arms out, shoulder distance, look forward. We're going to plant the hands down. Then from here, we're going to start to get into the hips. So we're going to turn both of our feet so our toes are facing the opposite direction, but they're going to be facing where the knee faces, the toes face. And let yourself hang out here. It's a little bit off the ground. No creasing in the ankles or anything. Try to just soft ankles, soft thighs. Feel a nice, really good stretch in this lower back part of your body. Inhale, right arm high. Even lean back just a little bit. Really get a good stretch. Exhale. Arm rests on the top of the right thigh. Inhale, arm up. You can even put the hand back. Inhale, arm high. Exhale, arm back. So usually we'd be doing, like this if you've done this before. We're just kind of slowly rolling into this. Inhale, right arm high. Turn both feet forward. And then we're going to come down, bring your hands to the inside of your thigh for a lizard lunge. Maybe you're up a little bit higher. You can start off with your arms up high. And then depending on your stretch or if you just need a few breaths, inhale. Really feel the hips expand. Exhale. Feel yourself sink into the ground. Inhale. Feel your chest and lungs expand as you exhale into the hips lower to the ground. Inhale. Up off the ground a little bit. Exhale. Now we're going to come back onto all fours. Kind of slightly toe heel your right leg inside of your right thumb. Step back. Downward facing dog. If you want to bring the right leg high and then slowly bring the right leg back down. Now we're going to go on to the left. So we're going to inhale. Left leg high. Step forward. Low crescent lunge. Inhale, arms up. Again, not too far forward, not too far back, just kind of right where you feel you could be getting pulled up out of your waist, just like a candle. If you want to bring your arms together or your hands together, slight lean back, or arms shoulder width. Feel a nice, good stretch opening up the front quad. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, feel yourself coming up out of your waist. Exhale. Slight in. Now we're going to plant the palms down. Bring your hands to the inside of your feet, and then here we're gonna turn so our knee and our big toes face the long side of our mat. Same with our right leg. And here we're just gonna hang out. Feel a nice stretch right in that lower left side of your body. If you feel a little bit of pinching in your wrist, you can bring your hand out to the top part of your mat a little bit, and actually you may get a little bit more stretch in this side. It may feel a little bit better too. So if you feel any pinching in the wrist, always kind of come up, reposition. Then we're gonna inhale, left arm high. Exhale, hand down to the thigh. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, arm down. Again, inhale up. And just feel yourself you'll feel yourself press up just a little bit, just like a couple inches. Exhale. Alright, next inhale, come through, plant the palms to the inside of your feet, leave your knee down, like a low lizard lunge. And then here, depending on your flexibility, either you stay up here and just feel a nice big stretch along the front right thigh, outer hips, buttocks. And then when you're feeling ready, with every inhale, exhale, bring your elbows down to the ground. If you have the flexibility, you can even bring your forehead to the ground. And if you don't, just let your head hang and see if you can maneuver yourself in such a way where you can feel just the gravity stretching you. Maybe you need to reposition your elbows a little bit. Lean a little bit to the left or the right, and just try to find where, like I can feel it right here in my upper left shoulder, right by the neck. Inhale, feel yourself expand. Exhale, really sink into the earth. One more inhale. Feel yourself expand and just slightly raise up like an inch or so. Exhale. Feel yourself melt in the ground. Had enough of that, plant the palms. Toe heel the foot back in underneath your body. Tuck the toe. Step back. Downward facing dog if it feels good. Lift your left leg up to the sky. And then slowly. What really makes this really a slow lower is that you're staying firm, pressing the base of your palms and in the ball mound of your right foot, and then you just slowly let the left leg come down. Wiggle the hips a little bit. Feel you can, kind of pop up from left to right. Give yourself a nice stretch. And again, inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bend the knees, step through, low lunge. Now this time, we're going to stay up high. So we're going to do the same movements, but we're going to give ourselves a little more mobility. We're going to stay up a little bit higher. So again, turn to the right-hand side, facing the long edge of the mat with both of your toes and knees facing that same direction. Again, if you need to readjust your left hand, that's fine. So inhale. Up, and see how I'm kind of lifting up and out of my left side. This is a modified side plank. And then exhale, lower the hip, lower the arm. Inhale up. Feel a little springy. We're getting a little more strength. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale up. You lean back if you want. You can lean the arm forward. Whatever works for you, and just try to make this nice and flowy. Then we're going to do a few. Inhale up, come all the way around. Right arm forward. Right bicep right by the ear. Exhale. Move through a few of those at your own pace. Inhale, rise up, exhale, stretch down. Inhale up, exhale, stretch down. Inhale up, exhale, stretch down. On our final one, we're going to inhale, come all the way through to low lunge, both feet facing forward. Step back, downward facing dog. You can lift the right leg high if you want, and then practice slowly bringing it down to the ground. Now we're going to inhale, roll forward. Exhale, chaturanga, 3, 2, 1. Put your chest all the way down the ground. Put the pelvis down the ground. Now leave the toes onto the ground. Inhale, chest and hands come up, cobra. One more inhale, see if you can press yourself up on the inhale. Exhale, plant the palms. You can roll through your knees back to downward facing dog, or if you'd like, you can press up to plank, downward facing dog. Now here on the left hand side, you can inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bend the knees, step through, low lunge. So we're staying up high this time, just like before, and so we're going to twist our knee and feet to face the long side of the mat. Right arm down if you need to, with the arm out. Inhale, right arm high, and see how we can press ourselves up and out. Sitting on the edge of the feet, outside edges of the left and right foot. Exhale, lower the hips. Place the arm down. Feel a nice, good stretch all along the lower right side body. Inhale up. Exhale. Come down. Inhale up. Feel yourself press out. Press into the base of the palm to help rise you up into your modified side plank. Exhale. Come down. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale, low lunge. Or not low lunge, exhale, low side plank lunge. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, back down. And here we're going to do a few more. Move at your own pace, but see if you can inhale, arm up high. Bring the left arm up over the left ear. Exhale, full range of motion back down. Try to get nice and flowy. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down. If you're not getting quite enough height, you can always, and kind of just like to scoot in the knee and the heel a little bit more. Inhale up. Exhale, down. One more. Inhale up. Curve back around. Come to where both toes are facing forward. Exhale back. Bring the left leg up if you want. Downward facing dog. Slowly land your left foot. And you can pick up on the right and left foot. Get a little relief to your wrists. Let the head hang. You can bend the knees down. Inhale back up. Nice, good stretch in the back. Inhale, roll through, high plank. Exhale, low chaturanga. 3, 2, 1. Untuck the toes. Toenails on top of the mat. Inhale. Chest and hands come up. Stay for a couple breaths. Strengthen the core, strengthen the back. Exhale. Plant the palms. And again, you can roll through the knees to down dog, or you can press up to high plank, come back through downward facing dog. So we'll take this as a flow, breath and movement a couple times. So inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Turn the feet out to the side. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, down. Inhale up. All the way forward if you'd like. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Twist all the way through to low lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slowly plant the right foot. On the left hand side, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Again with our modified side plank. Exhale, arm down, inhale up. Exhale, down if you need to move the placement of your wrists. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale up, turn, come into low lunge. Plant the palms, step back. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time through. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, low twisted side plank. Inhale up. And you can even practice between each one, coming up on the top part of the foot. See if you can kind of work with the range and flexibility and strength of the top of the foot. Roll over the pinky toes to bring yourself up. Exhale. Inhale up. Plant the palms, step back. Right leg up. Exhale slowly, downward facing dog. Other side again. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, low modified side plank. Inhale, right arm high, and again, can come up onto the, put the feet forward. Exhale, turn to the side. Inhale up. Feet forward. Exhale, edge. Inhale forward. Exhale, edge. Inhale up. Come through, low lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog, and then slowly lower your leg down. Again, a couple deep breaths here. Look forward. And if you can either hop or step into your Indian seat. And then here we're going to do our cow face pose. So right leg comes over the left. And we're going to inhale the left arm high. And exhale, we're going to lean over the left. Make sure your left and right hips are down onto the ground. You can have your hand up straight. You can reach back maybe more towards the top back corner of the mat. And if you have it, if you have the flexibility, you can bend, put the elbow onto the ground, stretch over the right side. If you're really flexible, your left arm might come and just rest gently against your left ear. If not, you can see I'm still a little tight from this one. That is so good. Breathe, and wherever you feel like the tightness, really like stretching, just try to breathe. Imagine like you're breathing in and out through that area of your body. Send awareness, love to that spot. from here, you can plant the palm down, raise yourself up. Now we're going to switch the cross for our feet. You can even bring them forward, lightly kick them out a little bit. We're going to cross. Now we're going to put the left leg over the right. Place the left hand down towards the back, towards the corner of the mat, not all the way up there. You're going to inhale, right arm high. Exhale, start to bend over. Here you can start to play with bending the elbow. Find out where your stretchiness is. Make sure that both hips are down on the ground. And if you've got it, you can place the elbow onto the ground. See, that one was a little more difficult for me. I can really feel the stretch really strongly in this front, on my right hip, more than on the left side. More than stretching left here is different than stretching right. But my arm has got a little more flexy, it's closer to my ear. So each side's got its own little challenges. Inhale, big, expand, exhale. Inhale, really feel the cross of the legs begin to expand as you inhale. Exhale. Sink into the earth. Inhale. Exhale. Let your arm wave through the air. If it stretches and touches your ear, that's great. If not, just leave it where it can and just reach. Reaching with the fingertips like you're trying to grab something that's just out of reach. Our next inhale, plant the left palm, rise up slowly, uncross the legs. It can be a really big stretch, so I like to do this just in case my outer knee or anything just needs to relax a little bit. Kind of bring the hips to a place. Yeah, I just like to kick the knees up and down on the ground. We can cross our legs, face the front of the mat, scooch back, roll back through, come back to downward facing dog. Again, you can shake out right leg, shake out the left leg, because we're going to come back down on it again. So it can just be a lot, but it will feel really good on your hips tomorrow. You'll be like, ooh, yeah, that was good. So inhale, right leg high. Exhale, come through to pigeon, Ekapada Rajakapatasana. So you got the front shin parallel with the front of your mat. Using your palms, really stretch out the hips. Inhale, pick the chest up, look forward. Exhale, start to crawl yourself down. Take a few deep breaths here. If all you can do is just come up onto your elbows, that's fine. If you have the flexibility to come all the way down to your forehead, even better. Slow, deep, even inhales and exhales here. Inhale, feel the ribs press against your leg, the shin bone. Exhale, feel yourself sink into the ground. Inhale, use the chest bones and ribs to press against your leg. Exhale. Really feel yourself relax. If you want to go even further, you can stretch your arms forward and really just sink into the earth. Big, deep inhales.
Big deep exhales, feel yourself sink into the earth. Inhale, expand, expand. Exhale, melt, melt. One more time here. Inhale, expand. Expand, expand. Exhale, melt. 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 Next inhale, plant the palms. Bring your chest up forward. I like to toe heel, foot back underneath me. Inhale up, downward facing dog. If you like to bend the knee and stretch just a little bit, it's great. Inhale back to center. Exhale, slowly bring the right foot down. Left hand side, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge or single leg pigeon, Ekapada Rajakapatasana. You're going to bring your left shin now to face parallel to the front of the mat. Stretch your chest forward, look forward. Really feel the hips sink. And then slowly lower yourself down to the ground. First come down to your elbows. If that's enough sensation for you, or up on the hands or the elbows, if that's enough sensation, if you can handle more, elbows down to the ground, preferably even forehead. Inhale, exhale, release. Inhale, feel the middle chest bones press against the shin. Leg bone, feel that expand you. Exhale, melt into the earth. Inhale, make that chest to leg connection. Feel yourself expand up. Exhale, melt. If you're feeling good and stretchy now, if you want to extend the arms forward, inhale. Breastbone presses into the top of the leg. Exhale. If at any time you need to back up and out of something, say if you came down and you're like, oh, a little too much, you can back yourself up and out. Or leave your forehead down. Inhale. Nice, steady, even inhale. Fill the lungs. Exhale. Melt. Inhale. Breastplate presses into the top of the leg. Exhale, melt. One more. Inhale, expand, expand. Exhale, melt. Melt. And next inhale, plant the palms. Bring your chest up, look forward. And here I like to tuck the toe and just kind of slowly inch my way forward so I have enough room to clear the leg out. And a lot of times I'll hop my foot into the center. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bend the knee. Twist open, open up to the side for a little counter stretch. You stretch through the inner groin. Keep the knee up, not so much down, up. Inhale, flip over. Exhale, extend the knee slowly. Plant the foot down. And here again, you're going to look forward, bend the knees, and you can just kind of walk or do a little hop to seated. Then we're going to roll onto our back. And so here, this will be our core, a lazy core. So put your arms forward and slowly come down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the heels just to where your fingers can lightly touch the back of your heels. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Inhale. Bring the upper thighs up to the sky. Press into your heels. Bring your lower back up off the ground. Engage the buttocks. Really feel yourself expand out. If you moved away just a little bit, you can exhale down. Reposition the feet. Inhale, rise up high. If you want, you can clasp the fingers to get a nice chest and back opening stretch as well. Inhaling and exhaling here for a couple breaths. If you want, you can bring your toes up off the ground, just press through the heels. Feel yourself expand. Inhale, expand, and then exhale slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Release the grip. Bring your back onto the ground. Kind of toe heel the palms of your feet together. Let the legs open up out wide. Left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly. And even just from that small back bend, you can feel your heart just a little bit. Just take a few deep, slow breaths to come back to a neutral. After you've had a few good breaths here, bring your hands to the outside of your knees, fold them together, and then bring your knee back one by one into the center just for a really soft, gentle hold. Hold your legs open, right at the shins, feel a nice stretch in the inner groin. And this is one of my favorite. I don't even think this really has a name. I could just call it like a flying Supta Baddha. But it always feels good to hold the ankles and the base of the feet together, the palms of the feet together. Just a little bit of steadiness, just holding yourself here. Inhale, you can feel the shins getting pulled closer to the body a little bit. Exhale. Releases. One more. Inhale, fill up, expand. Exhale. And here again, fold your knees into the center. Go for a happy baby. So bring the hands to the outside of your feet. Lower back and tailbone sticking to or not the tailbone necessarily, but that lower triangle of your, I guess the tailbone's right there. But make sure that lower part of your back is still on the ground. You can kind of move one foot out if you want. Bring it in, bring the other foot out a little bit if you want. Go a little bit further each time. Not stretching too much. If you can, get it stretched all the way out. I have to lean onto your back a little bit.
Then the lower back can come up just a little bit, just to help you stretch. Just enough to help you stretch, and you're even kind of working on your balance. You're balancing right on that line of your side of your back. Feet together, knees together. And here, let your left leg out long. Pull your right knee up to your elbow. Turn across the body, supine twist. Right knee over the left. Bring your right shoulder, make sure your right shoulder stays on the ground. Look out over your right arm. Again, every inhale is using gravity in the turned body to stretch. As you expand, exhale, melt. Inhale, stretch and expand. Exhale, melt. Inhale, stretch and expand. Right shoulder stays on the ground. Exhale, melt. Last one. Inhale. Feel the body stretch and open up. Exhale. Melt into the earth. Now bring your right leg back to center. Left knee follows. Give yourself just a little hug. And here, clasp around your left shin, right leg out long. Pull your knee up into your elbow. As you exhale, guide the left knee over the center of your body to the right side. Left arm out long. Make sure the left shoulder stays grounded. Look out over your right hand. And here I can already tell that I'm a little bit tighter on this left side, so my knee's up a little bit higher, and that's fine. As you breathe, the knee can lower. What you really want to do is you want to keep this left shoulder resting on the ground. Inhale, feel yourself expand. Exhale, melt. Inhale, expand. Exhale, melt. Inhale, really feel the lungs fill up, expand, feel the ribs stretch. Exhale, melt into the earth. Inhale. Expand and stretch. Exhale. Now we're going to inhale, bring the left knee back over the top, across the body. Bring the right knee up. We're ready for Shavasana, for corpse pose. So you can softly bend the knees in. If you like, you can raise your chin up. Grab a hold across your shins. Grab your knees into your forehead. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Big squeeze. Exhale. Release. Slowly let yourself unfold. Let everything go and relax. Now in our corpse pose here, really just focus on letting everything go. Feel your body sink into the ground. If you want to bring your legs out wide as the mat. Arms in a nice position, knuckles facing the earth, back of the palms facing the earth.
back of the wrists, forearms. Nice, slow, deep, even breaths. Fully relax. As we come out of corpse pose, start to lightly wiggle your toes, feet, ankles, shin, knee, thighs, waist, hips, buttocks. Start coming into the fingers, wrists, forearms. You want to give yourself a big stretch overhead. You can kind of like needle yourself out, bring your feet together. Arms reach up high overhead. Feel a good stretch, stretch, stretch. Oh, point the toes, point the fingers. Exhale. Relax, and then you can always, if you like to, roll in onto your side in your fetal position, and then press yourself up with your forearm and elbow that way. Or I always think it's never a bad time to, I like to cross the arms, and as I go to sit up, I cross the feet, and just with a little bit of engagement in the lower abs, pop right up. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope your hips feel as good as I know mine will tomorrow. For as hard as I like to work, I love an athletic practice, but I also love to relax. So the more restorative, getting into the hips, especially when you're sore, it speaks to the longevity of your practice to be able to do like a yin practice, a restorative, a deep hip, mobility practices. Every single one of those little blocks helps to lengthen and expand your practice for years to come. So if you're feeling, and a lot of times you'll be like, oh, I'm too sore, I can't practice today. No, you can still practice. Just think of easing it up, taking it easy, especially if you're an advanced practitioner. You take a beginner class, man, you have got so much time to stretch. It's amazing. Just like in this hip one, I know this can be a little
different moving back and forth, but all that deep hip stretching, so good. So good. So thank you guys so much for being here. We can close. So inhale, arms up, exhale,
Lean over your waist, forward fold. Forehead lightly touches the ground.
inhale, back up. Use my arms as kind of a counterbalance. And here I'm going to dip into the energy that pulls right at our waist. And we're going to bring up, just imagine like you're washing yourself with this really subtle, fine energy. Just rise up, like you're pulling it out of you can imagine you're pulling it out of a waterfall and just kind of slowly dump it down over your head. Brings the hand to heart center, mind into heart, heart into space. Body becomes this shimmering field, pulsating between fullness and emptiness. Namaste.